Welcome back to Sex Education with the Unboxing Life podcast. Here's your host, Trevor.
Is he talking about peepees in vagina?
This concludes Sex Education with the Unboxing Life podcast, hosted by Trevor. Thank you for listening.
I love the thickness.
And you guys do this thing where every time I hit stop on the record button, you say, like, the best thing you've said in the last hour, so don't fucking do that.
If you bend over to pick a penny up when you're like 24, I'm judging you.
I mean, where'd David go for the last 5 years?
That's what we're all wondering.
Depends where you are. Like, if I'm in front of the Cinderella castle, you best believe I'm cheesing.
Yeah. What is it? Is it Azerbaijan? No. There's literally like a territory dispute. Fuck, what country is it?
Get it all the way in the mic.
Bro,
do one more.
ASMR. I want to hear the bag wrinkle.
Honestly, bro, I couldn't. Oh my god, I almost just fucking broke down there.
That is the intro.
Hello, beautiful people! Welcome to episode 14 of the Unboxing Life podcast. It's me, David, and I'm here with my friends, Alex,
What's going on?
Cameron,
Being David's friend is the highest title I have.
and Trevor.
Hey, merry men.
Oh, merry man.
Oh, merry man.
Oh, merry men.
Oh, merry man.
Nah, I'm with the merry man.
That's too much.
We're the Unboxing Life podcast,
Let's go.
and it's a sweet Friday afternoon,
God, it's so
almost
crisp.
evening. Yeah, so
I
enjoy.
have 88. I have no idea if that's true, but
It's been
Alright.
fucking hot,
check for yourself,
honestly.
lazy bastard.
It's been ridiculously hot. Before I got a haircut, I was like breaking a sweat stepping outside with how much heat I was keeping in my body. It's still like 90 degrees in October. I do not want to live in Miami anymore. I want it to be 50 degrees. I want to go out in jeans and a sweatshirt. I'm done. I'm done with Florida. I'm out of here.
I'm sweating right
I've been done
now.
with Florida.
Yeah,
I've been done with Florida. I hate the state. This one
Yes.
season having ass state piece of shit.
Yep,
So
exactly. Alex cannot believe what
Anyway.
he's just heard.
My man
No,
Alex
it's
is
true, it's
cheesing
true.
on this call though.
It's true.
Yeah.
Skype call is lit. All right, guys,
You want to do
Yes.
the intro?
do the
Or
tradition, man. Yeah.
Oh, imagine me having a fact. Hello?
Do you not?
No, I completely forgot about it when I was doing all the other
Holy
bullshit.
fuck. Well, Alex,
Oh,
hit us with your Daddy David joke of the week.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. I kind of forgot the order. Whose turn is it to catch this joke?
I think it's me.
Whose turn?
I
I
think
don't
it's
remember.
me. I got
Alright,
the
Trevor.
what was it? The Mad Moody one like 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah. Oh, you're right. All right. This one's for you. Riddle me this one. What kind of
I'm riddling.
monster is the best dancer?
A Groovatron from Ratchet and Clank. I don't know.
It's the boogeyman.
Ah!
Okay.
That was definitely low tier on your daddy jokes for sure.
Yeah, that's tough.
You've been
I
spoiling
guess
me with
so.
like the really good ones.
I guess so. Well, I had to save. I'll save the best Halloween jokes when we get
No,
closer
for
closer to Halloween.
For sure. And that's
Well,
coming up super quick. That's 2 weeks away, so
Yeah, I
Yes, sir.
appreciate the Halloween theme. Yeah.
you better
That's
start
what's
coming
up.
with some fire next week.
Okay.
Fire.
Fire. So
All right,
my
all right.
Yeah.
I'm good,
my
by the
quote
way.
is really- my quote was
Okay.
really depressing, so I kind of want to go last. I don't want to kill y'all's vibe. So,
Well,
Okay.
all right.
Cameron, you go.
I can go,
You
yeah.
give me your big fact, baby.
Big facts, baby. Yeah, so I didn't have it. I didn't have it ready, but I had one that I had loaded up. So, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first people to climb Mount Everest in 1953. They made a pact to never reveal to the world who was the first to set foot atop the summit, out of respect for each other and to receive equal recognition.
Mm.
So it's like if Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong stepped
that's
out
the
on the
first
moon at
thing
the
I
same
thought of.
time.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
I was like, they could have learned something.
Yeah.
That was before
Hold up.
Yep.
landing too.
A whole
That's funny.
16 years before it, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Where did you say they were from?
Where they were from?
I don't think he said where they were from.
He didn't say where they were from?
No. Edmund Hillary, I believe, is, well, he looks and has the name of either a European or American, and Tenzing Norgay has the look and name
Oh,
of
you were saying his
a
name.
person
Okay,
of,
I thought you were saying where
I
he
was
from.
on your same wavelength. I thought he was saying the
Oh.
location too.
Oh,
Really?
no, sorry. So Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay are the two people that climbed Mount Everest together for the first time.
Speaking of Mount Everest, man, Rocio and I went to Animal Kingdom on Sunday. Dude, Everest is so dope, bro.
Honestly,
Ride it.
You know what? I've heard that Disney recently got approved a construction permit for Everest.
So they're gonna improve it?
I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do something.
Fucking tear it down.
Because the permit was
no.
approved or whatever.
Please
So
no.
they're not gonna. I don't
Like-
think they'll tear it down.
It's gone. They're
I
going to
don't
put in a
think either.
petting zoo.
Whatever they'll do, speculate. It's all up to speculation, but we'll see.
That'd be
Dang.
interesting to.
I actually know
maybe
nothing
add
about
on.
Everest. What is
That's-
Everest for the uninitiated such as I?
It's a roller coaster at Animal Kingdom,
Cool.
Disney Park, and it's super fucking cool. It has you go through the mountain first, and then you kind of like come up to this track that's like broken off by the Yeti, and you sit there for a couple seconds, and then you like go backwards at like 60 miles an hour for like a good 30 seconds. You're like going through the entire mountain like backwards. It's cool as fuck. And then it stops you like right in this dark cave, and you can see the Yeti being projected on the wall in the back, and he's like ripping apart the track that you're supposed to be driving on.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then you go through it again, and then you drop down on the mountain. It's super fucking dope, and then you come up, and he like tries to swing at you at the very end. It's a sick ride.
Those coasters have a very good like combination of like entertainment
Storytelling.
value, you know, story and like immersion, as well as like being a thrill ride. Still, they're very good.
There's
at that.
Alex, next time you go on Everest and you like come up to the point where you stop and you see the broken track, look to your left and right on the mountain like itself. There's so many hair ties. I have no idea why that's a thing.
What?
But people just throw their hair ties on it. It's like throwing coins in a well.
What?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I did not know that.
It's like it's their good luck thing, I guess.
I was
Yeah.
there recently, and just the you feel, because when you're going backwards, it's like pitch black. You feel
Dude.
so much like
It's
force
amazing.
on you. It's like, you don't even know where you are orientated wise. Like I feel like I'm upside down, but also not. Like I don't know what's happening. It's just
And
intense.
it's so much longer than you think. Like you think it's like
It
'cause
really
most,
is.
Like most coasters that go backwards don't go backwards for more than like 5 seconds. And this one's just like a complete exception to that rule. It's amazing.
I have an interesting. It's not exactly a fact, but have you guys ever been skiing?
No.
Alex, no, as well. Okay.
No, but I
so,
want to.
As the resident skiing stan, to stay on brand with whatever that is. Trevor's giggling his ass off at me. Basically every mountain has, there's several names for it. I would refer to it as a lingerie tree.
Oh, okay.
And so when people are going up the ski lift, they will, and Trevor saying there's hair ties all over the sides of the track reminded me of this. People will go up the ski lift and they'll throw like a bra onto the sticks of like, it's usually the tree that's like closest to the lift as you go up, so you can actually like make the throw. But it's just like basically every mountain I've been to has this one tree or two trees that there's like Mardi Gras beads and bras and stuff like hanging off of it all season. It's great.
That's fucked up.
It's so
That's
funny.
funny.
It's so funny. It's like a weird little tidbit of like skiing culture.
Yeah, it's funny how these things develop. Man.
It's like when middle-aged women go to see like their favorite musical artist and they throw fucking bras and panties up on stage.
Their panties on the stage.
Yeah,
like,
that's just wild.
Then they
Eat well,
like
bro.
they'll hang it on the mic stand and
One of the best photos of all time is the from behind view of this girl flashing Post Malone, and Post Malone's just got his fucking jaw on the floor. It's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've
It's
seen
very
that.
very good. But yeah,
All right, David, hit us with your track of the week as Alex throws his phone across the room.
All right, bad boys. My track of the week has to do with a couple artists who have dropped albums today, actually.
Bruh,
I wonder if we're gonna hear about that on the podcast.
asked and you said no.
No, but it has to do
You
with them.
scream-
It's
you
not
scream
off
too
the
loud.
album.
Okay.
This is from 2019. The song is "Crowns for Kings" by Benny the Butcher featuring.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
gotta
so you
repeat
combined both of them.
that. Yeah, you gotta repeat.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher featuring Black Thought, "Crowns for Kings." They just happen to be the two artists. Well, not the only two, but two of the artists we're going to talk about who dropped albums today. They're dope. This song is insane. The singing sample in the background, the horns, so classy. Yeah, dude. Black Thought ends it with freaking keep a tennis shoe on your
Yep.
throat.
Just in
Mention
case
it
I
in
want smoke.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, they
So-
have those two. Now that I'm thinking about it, have like the hardest ad libs and like intros. Like he's got
Oh, yeah.
215. Benny's
Yeah.
got
The Butcher coming. Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
215 and his AO are top notch, brother.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is it?
dude.
Is it History Unfolds when he ends it with "Hey yo," and then it just like cuts out?
Oh, is it? Hey, yo, yeah. Except he doesn't sound like West Side Gun. He sounds like Black
Oh
Thought.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's got some good ones too.
For sure.
So, classy hip hop.
For sure.
Let's
That's all the
go.
plugs I meant. Hopefully the sequel comes out very soon.
All right, dope.
Yeah,
Crowns
G.
for Kings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, I guess my quote of the week is I guess it's a quote. It's from the Dave Chappelle special that is featured on the Black Thought album that just came out today.
Ah,
And it's on the Steakum track. And I'm pretty sure this is it's from the 846 special that he had a few months back, right? I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 8 minutes and
No, it's not.
46 seconds.
No,
Is it
this
not
is-
from that? Because
No,
that
this is
was
from 2017.
Oh, wow.
Bird Revelation. But so it comes from Dave Chappelle's skit, and it's basically just at the beginning of the track, and he just takes like a little clip out of the special. So I'll read it now. Don't forget who I am. Don't forget what I am. I am a black dude, and don't ever forget how I got here. My ancestors were kidnapped. I don't even know where the fuck I'm from. They were put on the bottom of boats. They sailed them across the Atlantic. Many of them died. Only the strongest survived. And once they got here, they beat the humanity out of my people. They turned us into beasts of burdens. They made us do their work. And the irony is, hundreds of years later, they're calling us lazy. We fought in the Civil War. We damn near freed ourselves. Now, here we all are. 400-year nightmare. Took us 400 years to figure out as a people that white people's weakness the whole time was kneeling during the national anthem.
Yeah, when I heard another genius known as Dave Chappelle show up on Black Thought's album, I was like, yeah,
That's definitely it.
there's gonna be a lot of truth being spoken here. Yeah.
Dave Chappelle walks that line perfectly of telling jokes that make fun of certain aspects of culture, but also keeping it completely real when it needs to be. And I love him for that. He's great.
Yeah,
He's my favorite comedian, yeah.
I don't watch too many comedians, so I do like Bill Burr a lot.
Yeah, sorry, Bill Burr's great. Yeah. Yeah, I watch a few.
Obviously. But shit, even Gambino when he was a comedian, he was fire.
Weirdo is one of my favorite specials, yeah. Weirdo is fucking
That's what I
dope.
call the 2011 special.
Yeah, when he's just in the white t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, like
I
a
love,
cartoon
Say
character.
it.
I think maybe
I don't know. I would
my favorite.
I would throw Kevin Hart up there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true too. His most recent special isn't as good as his like older stuff, in my opinion. But I would throw Bo Burnham in there. I think his like first special, I forget what it's called. Is like one of my favorite of all time for stand-up comedy. I think it's fucking
I'm
hilarious.
I'm glad none of y'all said John Mulaney. I fucking hate that guy.
I love John Mulaney.
What the heck?
I
How
absolutely
do
love
you-
John Mulaney.
So I don't
No
understand.
one on earth hates John Mulaney besides you. I just want you to know that. It's fine that you have that opinion. I just need to know.
I don't know.
You're the only John
I guess
Mulaney
I'm not
hater on the
I'm not
face
as
of the
well
planet.
versed
Yeah.
on the comedians. of
Yeah.
the- I don't even
Alright.
know who that is. So
That's,
maybe if I seen him, I might know.
Good,
But
yeah.
that's the truest thing that David's ever said is that Trevor is the only John Mulaney hater on the face of the planet for sure.
That's not even true at all.
That's so true.
So, all right. So, I mean, with that quote, we kind of want to
let's
talk about
get
his
right
album.
fucking into these albums, man. We've been talking about this Black Thought album dropping for 3 months now, almost. It feels
On the
like.
cast as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been teasing it. Yeah, he was about to drop it, and then he postponed it. It's finally here. Feels surreal. Benny the Butcher dropped the same day.
Burden of Proof.
Would
Yeah.
you consider it, David and Trevor, worth the wait?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just wanted to
I-
set you up for that.
For sure. I mean, I looked at I immediately looked at the length of the album just to see how long it was, because it's almost like, I think I told David this, like he builds upon himself in his solo releases. So like
Mhm.
his
We're talking
first
about Black
EP
Thought
was-
right now, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
His first EP was only 5 songs and it was like 17 minutes. His second album, quote unquote, is like what, 24 maybe, 25
Yeah.
max, and it's like
9 songs.
9 songs, yeah. And then this one's coming in at what, 13, 14 tracks.
13,
And it's
yeah.
like- It's like 34 minutes long. So I was like geeking when I saw that.
Yeah. It's a whole album. I mean, it's crazy. It's so cool he's doing this whole solo stuff, like, separate from the Roots now. He's had this super long career with the Roots that I still need to dive into, but
3 decades he's been in the game.
yeah, this solo stuff is just some of my favorite stuff coming out in hip-hop right now, so...
Period T.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, do we want to cover one first? Like, Ben,
I
like,
kind of want to just like kind of say how we listen to it.
Yeah.
I texted. This is how we listened to the No Pressure album. I texted Cam, like maybe like 4 hours before that dropped, saying, "Hey yo, No Pressure's coming out. Keep your expectations low, but do you want to listen to it on Gunfight?"
My expectations were high.
My expectations were fucking bottom level.
Yeah.
But we listened to it together while we were playing Call of Duty at like right when it dropped.
Yeah, it was dope.
And then me and David did that for Detroit 2.
mhm.
And then now we got everyone together, all 4 of us, and we played Uno together. And we listened to
Uno.
Uno.
Over Xbox.
I
yeah.
just
We played, over Xbox. We listened to Benny first, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we listened
Uno.
to Black Thought.
I like, by the way, like, we started at like midnight because that's when they dropped, but
Yep.
Black Thought, it was like, what, 1:30 or something? I don't even know.
Yeah, 140, something like that.
So listening to, I want to like get Cameron's take kind of, because we're all exhausted, and this is like his first
Yeah.
time hearing Black Thought. It's like he glimpsed the face of God at like 2 a.m. at night.
That's amazing. Yeah, basically, I mean, I was in it. I was a few drinks deep. It was the end of my week. I have no class today because it's my fall
Yeah.
break. So it was the end of my week. So I was a few drinks in at by midnight, you know. And yeah, this is the first time. I mean, my most socially aware and like willing to talk about it and drop bars about it is rapper that I've listened to is Kendrick. And Kendrick does it super hard, and he does it mostly on To Pimp a Butterfly, which we talked about. That's a whole episode that we did, I think episode 5 or whatever.
4.
4, sorry. So I'm like big into the social justice stuff right now. I mean, because that's my major. I'm an anthro major. I care about people, and people are suffering, so obviously I care. So I'm huge into it. I love listening to people talk about it in intelligent ways, and probably the peak of intelligence of being able to talk about it in this way is the poetry and the bars that fucking Black Thought puts down, and like, oh my fucking lord, man. Every other fucking, like, every 30 seconds I was just like, wah! Wah! oh my god. Oh,
I know.
okay. And like that's why David's like saying it's like I glimpsed the face of God was because I was just freaking out, and I couldn't even quote it running it back now, but it's like I was just enjoying that so much with you guys being there, and we were all reacting to it together, and he's just spitting his fucking truth, which is the truth, and it's like yeah, man, I fucking love listening to that with you guys. It's a I'll look back on that as a really, really good experience for a long, long time.
Dope. I'm glad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good to hear.
That's
That
the
was
best.
the whole point, getting the gang together and listening to some good fucking music.
Yeah.
There's not too many times where like an album will drop where I feel like all of us can fully appreciate it like that. So it's really nice when we can all come together like that.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like the musical equivalent of like going to see, like Avengers Endgame with your boys. Like it was like, it's gonna be dope. You're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it, and you want to enjoy it with the people you care about, and so that's what we did, and that was hype. I loved it.
For sure.
Dope.
How'd you feel about it, Alex?
Now you guys pop off.
Talking. We're talking about Barry the Butcher right now, right? Exclusively. Both of them.
If you've been
Barry
listening
the
to us, we've
Chopper.
been talking about Black Thought, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, Barry the Butcher, Benny the Butcher, no relation to Barry the Chopper. I would say I enjoyed both of them, man. I liked Black Thought before like you guys saying that he's dropping an album. I've listened to him before. I've seen like freestyles that he's done. I've seen him on, I think he was on some podcast where he was like freestyling with Method Man, and that was cool.
Probably.
He's definitely got some skills. I mean, and of course he was with the Roots, so I like him. I liked him a lot before, and I liked listening to his album. I thought both of them were pretty dope. I might have to revisit it and listen to it. It was late for me. I was tired, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to both the albums.
Did you ever listen to
I'm gonna have
Volume
to
1
read
and 2
it.
from Black Thought before?
I don't think entirely, no.
Okay.
Uh,
Volume 2 is my personal favorite from him, but that's besides the point.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it was cool because they have like it's a lot of classic hip hop type vibes. I mean, Benny, we're talking about how he's sort of going for a Jay-Z type inspiration with the album title, and yeah, the choices. Like he has the same vocal clip in there and everything, so pretty
I'm
classic.
reloading.
yeah, let me say that because fucking when we cut the Benny the Butcher album on, it was, I think it's at the very end of the first track. Is it the end?
Yeah, I think so.
ask
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, where homie comes in with the Jay-Z skit kind of from
Yeah.
Can't Knock the Hustle,
Mhm.
and he says, "Okay, reload it," and it's
Yeah.
like he's like, "Yo, this sounds like a Jay-Z skit," and then he says it, and I like freaked out. I was like, "Oh shit, it's that!"
Yeah, that was me.
And-
It was like when he started coming in and talking like it, I was like, "What is this, Jay-Z?" Like 10 seconds in, and then he just goes like at the very end, he goes like, "Okay, I'm reloading," and I was like, "Wow, that's a reference that I just got like as of a week ago." Like this,
Yeah.
it's
No, it's
it
cool.
was
It's,
nuts.
I think
What is that from? That has to be
Scarface. I thought.
Scarface.
Is it?
I wanted to say,
I
I
think it
can't
might.
put my face on it. It probably
I
is.
wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Benny's had Scarface on his album arts and
Yeah,
named songs after him. So
I think it might be, but we're uncultured. I don't know.
Uncultured. No, we are for sure.
I guess so.
But yeah, that was the dope. I personally enjoy the Benny project more than I do the Black Thought project. But
I mean, we're still in first impression, so
yeah, for sure.
yeah, we'll see how
There's
it goes.
2 skips for me on the Black Thought album. I think it hits a low near. There's one where it's like, we all have the same problems, or I forget the hook
Yeah.
how it goes, but that track and then the one after about the relationship, I'm like, eh. But
Yeah, I gotta listen to the Benny one again. I listened to the Black Thought one again today. I took a walk, and that's usually one of the best experiences for music for me. I can really focus on it,
facts.
and it was going crazy. I'll probably end up liking that more, but I don't know.
It's so hard to beat Volume 2 for me, man.
Oh, I don't know if it'll. I don't know. Compared to Volume 2, we'll see. But I mean, he just State Prisoner is like
Dude, it's
when
nuts.
he came in.
No, it's
That's like one of the hardest songs all year. I'm not even.
So is Stake'em.
Yeah, Stake 'em,
Yeah,
and then
Schoolboy
the
track
last
is awesome.
one. Yeah, Fuel. Like,
Fuel? Yeah.
he's just. I mean, he's
Flow on
just.
Fuel is crazy too.
Yeah, he's unreal. Like, he just keeps blowing my mind. I don't know. Listening to him is crazy. It hits me every time. He said, "What was that on Magnificent?" I have the lyrics pulled up because there's this line that like I only catch a few Black Thought lines at a time per listen. But he was saying, I'm an ox to the box. People can't throw me in. The punishment I'ma hit him with is draconian. It's in me. Muscle memory is Pavlovian. Hey, bro.
Hey, Psych Major, why don't you break that down for us?
Well,
Hey, bro.
so oh my god, the Pavlovian response is like you guys don't know that one of the most famous experiments in psychology where Ivan Pavlov had these dogs where he would ring a bell when he fed them, and he was actually trying to do some other type of neurological experiment, but just going into their like crates or whatever, he would ring the bell whenever it was dinner time, and they would come get the food, and their mouths salivate for the food. So that's like a natural response. And then he realized that he could just ring the bell, and their mouths would start watering and stuff. And so that's like the basis of classical conditioning, which is a huge concept in psychology nowadays. It happens with humans. It happens with everyone. So yeah. But him saying his muscle memory is Pavlovian is like when he picks up I felt like, when he picks up the gun or when he goes to punish these like people again, it's like he's picking it up just like it's like like riding a bike, right? Like you automatically do it. It's like an inborn reflex or whatever. So
and
it's just crazy.
It's a complete lyrical barrage. Like you could probably do that with every single track that he's ever done.
Oh yeah.
Pick apart line by line. It's like we always like compare him to Eminem, but he actually says things. But
yeah, this is his rhyme schemes and flows are
they're top notch.
Yeah, it's
how he can be 3 decades into his career and be in his prime is unfathomable to me. But he's just a complete alien.
Yeah, this album just goes with my idea I already had that no one can rap better than Black Thought, who's ever lived. I mean, I think there's some people who are on his level, but he's just like, I can't imagine, like, even in the future, if hip hop continues for another 100 years, like, I don't know how you put words together better than some of the stuff he does. So
I'm really not mad at that take.
That's why I was staring into the face of God.
Yeah, he consistently blows my mind.
I can put Eminem up there just because, he does stupid shit with syllables and like different rhyme schemes and like calling back rhymes from 6 bars ago. It's like he is stupid with that too. But
I put him up
there. No, Black Thought is the man.
Yeah.
So we really enjoyed that. Steakums is one of the hardest beats I've heard all year. It's so hard. And Cam was listening to it. He was like, "Man, this is not that good of a beat." And I'm like, "Bro, come on, chill, bro."
Did I say
that's
that?
all right. Yeah, I know.
Steakum. I'd have to listen to it again. I remember. I don't remember which song it was, but it might even be the other album. But at one point, I just remember saying like, "Okay, well, this has to be fire. This song has to be fire because the beat's that good." I don't remember which one it was. So that's basically a useless take.
I think that was one of the.
I think it was on Benny. Yeah, I think
it's probably Benny. Yeah.
Which that album was super solid too.
Fucking amazing.
All right, so we're transitioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't like a slow track on there. I mean.
No, there was one. It was like a minute and a half. God damn it! I wish I remember what it's called. Let me go to my iTunes really quick. Holy shit!
All right, well, this is happening, Alex. Why are you not in frame?
He's in frame for me.
I can only see the left side of his head.
His right side,
Oh dang! Yeah,
better.
Liking this. Yeah, that's better.
It's because is he your big one? Is he the one up top?
Is he your big one?
Yeah.
No, I have my.
Is he your big one?
He's my big one, man. Yeah, my configuration is different.
The big one.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's called New Streets, the one I was talking about. But that was just like a sort of slow track because there was no snare on it. But
it was. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, it was
for sure.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like this album is shooting him up the charts for me. Like in terms of my favorite rappers, he's quickly becoming one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He shows that he can be really versatile. We're talking about how Griselda's usual sound is so grimy and like the producer
90s
Derringer.
hardcore bomb bap. Yeah.
Yeah, Derringer does so much of their stuff, and it's just like minor key, like weird stuff and slow and
Super slow.
yeah,
Super
just
slow
dirty.
BPMs.
And then this is like he has Lil Wayne and Big Sean on here. He has like just clean
Rosé,
Hit Boy.
Conway,
Yeah.
Freddy's on here.
Yeah, it was nice.
Features are nicely placed. There's not too many. They all earn their spot. Hit
Yeah.
Boy produced the entire album. Hit Boy is on a fucking streak right now with the Nas album, this, Big Sean.
Yeah,
He's doing a lot. He's doing a whole fucking lot, and I'm here for it.
it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh.
Shit. So yeah, this is a great album as well. Not too much to talk about it. I listened to it twice, but
Yeah.
it's such a quick listen. It doesn't take up more of your time than it needs to. It's concise, to the point, and he's got so much swagger. Like I was telling David this, like I saved that word for certain rappers, and he is one of those.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Just when the album opens up with him going and like it's so crisply produced, and just the different soul samples that Hit Boy flips for it. And damn, this shit is good, man. Conway went stupid on Warpaint.
I know.
That's probably my favorite verse on there, if I'm being honest.
Oh wow, yeah, Conway's great.
Yeah, Conway's
Griselda is taking over, my friends.
for sure. Boom, boom, boom.
Anything else on that for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say I had like no expectations going in because I knew nothing. To my knowledge, I haven't heard anything by Benny the Butcher, and then I enjoyed the album massively. It was just a lot of fun. That was when Trevor was talking about how he raps and listening to him rap. And it's like that's what I want to say is that he's just like fun to listen to, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got a sick rap voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
he's very
Soft rap
captivating.
voice.
Yeah, I always want to listen to what he says. So dope.
All right, that's the three white boys and Alex.
Dang.
About hip hop.
Alex is not white.
The actual name of the podcast.
I'm like the coffee creamer. I'm half and half.
Nice too.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
just
what's up.
just a quick
Yeah, you're-
side note. It's
You're
current-
Chilean and what?
I'm Chilean, and my dad has like Italian and French and all that. Mostly Italian, but
Shout out.
Just a
shout
quick
out to Italy.
Yeah, just shout out Italy.
shout
yeah.
out
Yeah.
Italy.
Shout out to Chile though.
Shout out
Yeah.
Italy for forcibly removing one of their senators who refused to wear a mask in session. They literally picked him up and carried him out of the place.
Wow.
Dang.
I wouldn't have
Some
touched him, but
Yeah, same.
Big.
I want.
But
I
Some
yeah,
big
I would have
meeting.
poked him with a 10
I wanna
like,
go-
get the fuck out.
someone's
I
got.
want to visit Chile. I will visit soon.
Oh, I'd love to go to Chile.
In a few
Have you ever been
within a few years. I haven't been, but
Wow.
Never
I met
been?
family. I met family from there, but I haven't been. But I want to go, and I will go. I'll make it there soon.
That'd be
Oh,
cool
yeah.
for you to go to your homeland. That's sick.
To my, I have a lot of family.
Ancestral
Definitely here.
homeland.
Yeah.
Ancestral. Yeah, I want to visit like Scotland and Ireland too. It's the same kind of thing.
There's like there's like this cousin, and he looks exactly like my brother, and it's so weird because I never like met him before, but just like looking at Facebook pictures, it's like they're the same person. It's crazy.
Dang. That's dope.
Yeah, I've already visited Canada, so I'm good on the ancestral homeland.
Yeah.
I guess I could go
I'm
to
so
Portugal.
I'm so extra white. There's nothing not white about me. It's actually absurd. But yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Where are you going, Trevor?
I said I could probably go to Portugal.
Yeah. Portugal, the man going to
That-
Portugal.
That song was dope. That's
He's
like,
on
what,
like
the second
4
to last one?
songs. I don't know
yeah,
what
no, yeah.
The one that says
one of them is
featuring
not
Portugal
dope.
the Man.
that one's good.
No, it's not good.
I think it's the second to last one.
Huh?
Fuel,
Oh yeah, the last,
Fuel is great.
Yeah.
last one is amazing.
talking
That's one of
about.
my favorite choruses of the year.
Yeah.
God dang.
That's the one I'm fucking talking about, so don't roast me for that take. Jesus.
That's fine.
That's fine, but there's a wrong answer.
That's yeah, it happens.
You frick. You frick.
You frick.
Just as a side note that I've been trying to get out for a minute here, there's currently a torrential thunderstorm going down outside my window. So if you hear some thunder or some rain, that's what that is. But
That's interesting.
It
'cause
shouldn't,
I don't
it
hear
shouldn't
nothing.
pick it up. I mean, it's not. It's raining pretty hard, but the thunder isn't all that loud yet. So
Well, you're good for now.
yeah,
Yeah, hopefully you don't get struck.
that would
By
not
lightning.
be great. I would not like that. That would. It's
I
not
wouldn't
on my
either.
to-do list. Getting struck by lightning is not a top priority.
I don't think anybody would.
I'll put that in the cons.
Beautiful people would not like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. All right.
Would not like it. It would be delayed or
Alright.
on
Yes.
recording.
So what do
Alright.
you want to get into now?
I don't know.
I know y'all had a bunch of shit lined up. I have nothing to say to y'all because I haven't. I've
Wow.
literally stressed out over this test that I took yesterday, and I
Yeah.
finally took it. And
how'd
got
you
it.
do?
I got.
Uh.
So I guess we could just give a little backstory. I'm taking this class called Financial Derivatives, and it's widely known as the most difficult college of business course that you can take at UCF for undergraduates.
Wow.
And I went into. I'm not trying to brag. I'm like trying to give you something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I went into it. Jose actually took this class and he loved the professor. Y'all just fucking wait. Was that you, David?
Yeah.
Sorry.
David's inting
Yo,
the
you
podcast.
were far back as fuck too, and you held your shit like this. And I was
Over my mouth.
As a
Yeah.
belch and a half.
God,
I have big burps.
All right, start over, Trevor.
I'm a big burpy boy.
big BCF. BCF.
Yeah. Okay.
Big
Jesus fuck.
UCF.
All right.
So yeah,
So,
I'm taking this class. Super difficult, and
Taking his derivatives course.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and the class for the grades, it's two exams, and then there's 2 parts of a project. The project is worth 30% of your grade, the 2 parts together, and each exam is worth 35% of your grade. There's no homework. There's no homework
Yeah.
grade. It's all you. So I'm graduating this semester, and I need to get a C. And none of the other courses that I could take for the restricted electives like interested me besides this one. So I was kind of like a little fucked because I didn't know what to expect, how difficult it was. And so I'm just sitting here stressing. I've been studying nonstop since Saturday night, and even the night before, I went to UCF with Rocio and we fucking studied for like 4 hours. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So like I went home, I went to bed, woke up the next day, took the test, and it went so much better than I thought it would. I got a 92 on it, and I am so fucking happy. I'm so relieved. Hey, we lit.
Attaboy.
So yeah, I can actually enjoy my life and breathe. I shit you not, I was so stressed that even like at 8 p.m. last night when I was eating dinner with my family, like 9 hours after I took the exam, I was still stressed.
Oh
Like
dang.
it was just I couldn't get it out. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that not to like kind of downplay what you're going through, but I want to talk about some difficult classes.
you take an orgo
I'm getting
too, right?
freaking decked. I'm getting decked, brothers. Like
Damn.
I don't know. It is not good. I have it every week. I don't think there's been a week in the past 5 weeks where I haven't had a test. It's just crazy.
You
Like
take an orgo
Wednesday.
too, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Orgo 2. I'm taking Physics 2. I'm taking Pathophysiology 2. And I'm taking a research class.
You fucking
No, thank
loaded
you.
yourself, dude.
And
Holy shit.
and then I have labs for Orgo
are you a
and
masochist?
Physics.
Yeah, he wants to
Do
be
you
a
like
doctor.
the pain? Are you just beating off in the back of fucking
I
Oregon?
guess I am. If I can make it
Jesus.
here, I can make it anywhere. But
Jesus Christ, I
There
fucking
you go.
guess.
yeah.
And knocked out. All
I had a
right.
test this
Knock
Wednesday.
the
I got a
hustle.
test next Thursday. I just got test.
Damn.
God dang. I'm not with it. My favorite classes in college were, I had a few psychology classes where it was like the whole thing was, you come to class, you study, there are 4 tests like in the entire thing, and they're just spread out over the whole semester. It was lovely. Ding. Hey guys, my phone's going. I need to put it on.
Hey
Hey,
guys, David's
you
popular.
hater.
He's flexing on us. He has a social
Hey guys, I'm popular with it. Early voting begins in 10:19. Let's go, bro. I am registered. Thank
I can
you.
relate.
Yeah. Get out and vote, people. I
For
know you
sure.
haven't heard it on every social media platform.
Yes,
so
but vote, brother. Vote.
yes, you heard it here. Let's vote.
Please vote.
Cannot freaking turn on Star Wars without EA telling me to vote.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? Is that a thing?
It was on
I'm not
Xbox.
surprised.
God
Oh,
damn.
dang.
I'm a little surprised.
I mean,
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it when I guess enjoy it as much as I can when George Floyd shit popped off and you got on Call of Duty and like during the
Yeah.
loading screens for the different games that you would play, it would say Black Lives Matter on the screen.
Yeah.
I wish they kept it. Like I wish it wasn't just a moment thing. But
Yeah, Reddit only just switched back from their since the incident with George Floyd, which I believe was April, maybe.
no, it was like about late
June
May
or something. Yeah.
early June. I
Really?
think it was late May. I think it was late May. Yeah.
Oh, May. I'll go with May. Yeah.
It was
Anyway,
late May.
I have it written down somewhere, but anyway, sorry. Ever since that happened, Reddit changed their historically and famously orange logo to a black logo, and they only just changed it back like yesterday. So
Yeah, it was interesting to see the corporations and companies doing stuff. A lot of it is pretty surface level, but you take what you can, and
yeah,
hopefully
sure.
it's like leads people to not forgetting about it and being more active, maybe. And
I think Ben and Jerry's had the best one where they were like, they did a whole Black Lives Matter thing, and then people were giving them shit about it, and the Twitter account was just like roasting the fuck out of racists on Twitter. It was great. Like the official Ben and Jerry's Twitter account.
I heard
Bezos-
about
It's phenomenal.
Jeff Bezos did the same thing when they like issued out all the Black Lives Matter statements when that popped off, and he was getting so many emails from like Middle America saying like, "Oh, these N words, they don't deserve what's happening right now," or like like they don't deserve to be highlighted. Like what's them compared to me? And he would literally just post it on his Instagram page like, how ignorant can you be?
That's funny.
Jeff Bezos is a interesting character just because
yeah.
I mean people complain to him, people complain about him. There was like people protesting like outside his house or something, and they like set up like a prop guillotine. I don't know what that's all about, but
Like the French Revolution stuff.
it's not
Yeah.
even to do with like
mean,
I don't
he
even think it's
is-
to do with like Black Lives Matter or
He is
anything.
the
It's
noble
like
class.
they're just mad that he's a billionaire.
No,
Yeah.
I mean there's a lot of very good reasons to be upset about Jeff Bezos. The central one being how Amazon workers are treated generally. I mean, you'll never speak to a population of workers that will across the bar like tell them that they've been mistreated and have worked too much and have shit conditions and all this stuff. And the oh my god, dude, the ads that they were putting out against in the pandemic was like straight propaganda. It was insane. And like it was, I mean, ads are propaganda in their entirety in general, I guess, whatever, you could make that argument. But like it was literally like looking back in time to like Nazi Germany, where they're like everything's great here, like there's nothing wrong. I mean, or actually more accurately, it's like North Korea, where they have like the fake grocery store or whatever, and the people that are like, life is great here, nothing's wrong here, but it's an Amazon facility instead. And so it's like it was scary. I was like, wow, I'm looking down the barrel of capitalism right now. This is insane.
It's funny to see how advertising handles like serious stuff that you can't ignore, but it's like,
Yeah.
times are tough right now. Buy a Mercedes. It's like, we'll help you
Yeah.
lease it. Or be like, all right.
There was a
$0
really good Twitter
down,
video.
like, thanks for that.
Would
Yeah.
you rather cry in that Toyota or this Maybach?
Yeah, can't argue with that.
An actual bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Shout out Mr. Gangsta Gibbs.
there's a Twitter account called "Has Jeff Bezos Ended World Hunger Yet?" Because he mathematically has enough money to fund everything that would require the ending of world hunger. And obviously that's not his responsibility. But it's funny that he could, and just has more money than he could ever do like literally anything with. But
It's funny
he
to
only
think of,
donates charitably as much as will get him his write-offs, basically.
It is what it is, yeah. We should
And publicity.
break up a lot of these big companies for sure, but trust busting. Any Teddy Roosevelt's in the chat? Where are my trust busters
I mean,
at?
we need a new route of trust busting.
Where my
'cause
dog's at?
fucking
Whoa, where your balls at?
Okay.
Gotta pause that. Whoa.
Hey, Jay.
It's kind of crazy because I mean, it's gotten so big where like it is, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I don't know Jeff Bezos' story or where he came from or What?
From
I
Not a
don't
Lot
discredit
started.
his whatever he did.
What company
Whatever.
did he start? Was it just
Yeah,
Amazon?
so like he's working,
Amazon's
he's
just
like
one
working
company.
hard.
Yeah, no, I mean he's a hard worker.
Now
He
Amazon is
deserves
this huge company.
every cent he has.
He's like
It's just-
enriching.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll let you talk.
I mean, Amazon's everywhere. Nah, that's my point. Amazon's everywhere.
Okay.
Like that's just the system. You work hard. I mean, it definitely took some work to get where he had to be, where he is now. And now
I'm sure.
you look at what the repercussions, good and bad. Like Amazon is huge, and it providing the convenience that people enjoy.
People also
I'll be
hate
honest,
Amazon
I never
because
use
Amazon.
so.
People also hate Amazon because Amazon
Never do
is
either, but
Amazon is on record as like it's not they're putting the mom and pop shops out of business because of how big they are and how much better they are at doing their thing. They would what's the fucking process? There's a name for it, I swear, but they would basically like license companies and like have them do research for them, and then like take all the research and make it their own, and then that's what I just described is completely legal, but they would do it in a way that like would completely fuck over the company that they were doing, and they would see none of the reward, and then the company would fail, and like that's like they weren't getting bought out by Amazon and then working under Amazon. They were doing work for Amazon, and when that work was done, Amazon just abandoned them and let them fail.
Yeah,
so
that's where it's tough.
Yeah, none of these just remember, none of these big corporations ever have your back. They're all evil.
That's a fact.
All right. So
it's about the bottom line.
And they control our government, so that's fine.
The big tech companies definitely control the government.
All the
like
rich,
the Facebooks, the Googles, the Apples.
They are listening to us right now in more ways than one.
All the donors, yeah.
Yeah, we're all on a list now.
So
all on a list. Well, how do you guys want to spend your last week together alive?
I don't know, bro. Let's hang out.
I don't know. Maybe we can get together. Yeah.
I hear a knock at the door. It's Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, he is jacked. So
he's short though, so I'm not scared.
yeah, you could probably flick him.
Dang. Maybe.
Doesn't he look like Eggman? Like he's bald and.
I don't think
really
you got
short.
the
Have you seen him
mustache,
next to his wife?
No, he's divorced, right?
That was the
Have you
ultimate
seen him next to his
bag
ex-wife?
The ultimate bag secure is fucking Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Like, literally married him for, I want to say it was like
He's
less
taller
than
than
10
him?
years. I want to say it was like less than 10 years, and then divorced
Don't
him for
height
like
shame.
several hundreds of millions of dollars. It might have been a few billion actually. I could look
She said,
that up.
What?
It's not
No, she got
height-shaming, I'm
she
just
got half.
insecure
She
about
got
it.
half his net worth.
Was it literally half?
Yeah, she got like 128 bill.
Yeah.
at the time. Oh,
Yeah,
she said,
Just-
"Let us get this paper."
yeah, she got that bread.
Just
No,
for being
don't get it fucked
married
up.
to Jeff Bezos for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got that bread.
Let's get it.
I mean, there's
Okay,
everything.
Let's
This,
get it.
there's everything-
Nice with that
Okay, let's get
cheddar.
it.
A cheddar.
Only here are you gonna get these hot takes on Amazon. So can we move the fuck on?
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. We went entirely too long.
For sure. All right.
Um,
What y'all got on the
okay.
docket?
I was gonna say, what else do we have to fucking talk about?
You had a whole fucking list of notes that you were
Okay,
talking about.
All right. I mean, I didn't know if you guys were particularly passionate about any of them. Is the thing.
Go ahead and drop one on us that you didn't want to drop on us earlier. Pause.
Well, you may have heard it. But technically, there's no way to prove that we see the same colors.
Oh yeah, that's standard fare.
Yeah, that's standard.
Okay.
That's standard, like mind blowing stuff or whatever. I mean, Vsauce did a whole video on it when I was still in high school. So, but like the idea of like, is your red
Guys.
my red? Is your purple my purple? Are we seeing different color? Or like, are we seeing a completely separate spectrum? Or are we seeing like inverted colors? Are we seeing like, is my green your red and your red is my
guess.
green, or is my green your purple and your purple is my blue and like whatever? And yeah.
The
I don't
majority of us see mostly the same colors. Like we're able to distinguish between different cars and say, "Hey, that's a red car."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
but
red
like,
car. Like,
the
most
the
of us
idea is you can sort of only describe colors by the name of the color. So you seeing red might be my blue, right? So I mean, I think it's likely that
Like-
our rosin cones work in similar ways, so
Yeah,
probably
that.
we're all set.
but
But
I'm not sure Trevor's fully getting it.
I'm not.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
think-
it's like you point at a blue car, and we both agree that that color is called blue, but we might not be seeing the same exact color.
yeah, like it might look red to it might look like you're red to Cameron and you're blue to you, but you both call it blue.
But we both call it blue.
Okay, so how would you even know that's a thing then?
You can't.
That's-
That's what I'm saying. Is
that's the
there's no
thing.
way to prove it. There's no way to prove it one way or the other. I mean,
think more-
You would argue very hard scientifically that like because we all have genetically very similar eyes that it would play out that way. But there's no literal test or metric that you can use to prove that this color is this color for every single person.
Just go into a private lobby and hit split screen, and then look at what everyone is looking. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I think we can prove that pretty easily.
I don't know.
I
What you're
think
saying.
more
I think if we hop
practically-
in Nuketown right now, and I had split screen going, we would both see the same yellow, and we would call that yellow.
I think more practically what comes to mind for me is like animals or something. They're like, oh, this like type of animal is colorblind, and I'm like, how you gonna tell that animal that they colorblind? Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, that's
You can't say decisively if they're colorblind or they
Without
can see more
operating
colors
on
than
them,
other things. Yeah. I don't
well,
know.
yeah. So there's actually, I think it's like the pistol shrimp can see like
What a boss ass name! What?
yeah,
Good.
actually I could use that as a fun fact at some point. So maybe I won't spoil the
Pistol
pistol
shrimp?
The
shrimp.
pistol shrimp.
But they
My man
they,
gonna
they
roll up
snap
on you with a gat.
they snap
Yeah.
they snap their claw so fast that it generates a bubble of air, like superheated air. Like through the kinetic energy of snapping their claw, they generate enough heat that it like boils the water coming out of their claw, and so they shoot bubbles of boiled water at their prey, and it stuns them, and then they kill them, or in
fucked
defense or territory battle.
That's terrifying.
The roach of the sea.
Yeah, but apparently they have like significantly more. I mean, what allows us to see color is what are called cones and rods in our eyes, and I think
Yeah.
I think cones let us see color, and then rods are just light perception. But color is
Yeah.
also light perception. But anyway, we have three of them. It's like red, green, and blue. And so when we microscopically
RGB,
examine
baby.
the eyes of other animals, we can say, okay, they do and don't have these types of cones and rods. And so that's why we say certain animals are colorblind. Dogs don't actually see grayscale. They're more like they're a different kind of colorblind.
Yeah.
But
I guess I still feel like there's no. I mean, I guess you could look at their eyes, but realistically, you still have no idea how their process works. It could be totally different.
yeah, I mean, we know so little about the human brain, so how can we?
Like I said, split screen. Just give him a controller and he'll show you.
Say that's yellow, my guy.
Hey, man,
Just
see
imagine the
that?
dogs. Just imagine Buddy just saying, "Hey, yo, that's yellow."
Buddy.
That is Nuketown yellow.
Nuketown yellow.
Shut up.
Would you
Yeah.
freak out or
Shout
just
out,
be
buddy.
hype if your pet just like talked to you in plain English one day?
Dude, that would
Like,
be
how-
so
So
hype.
hype.
How long?
Yeah.
How
Be
long
hype.
would it take you to like come down from the shock value of that happening?
A good 6
Not at
hours.
all. I would love it. I would
A
be
good 6 hours for
conversating.
sure.
I would
I would die.
be wondering if I had finally snapped for like a long time, especially
Yeah,
if
that's true.
if the case was like somehow like no one else could hear the dog talk. I'd just be
Oh,
like,
that's like, well, yeah, that's something I could bring up. That's the thing with ghosts. That's why have you heard the thing like, I'm afraid of ghosts, not but it's because I believe they don't exist. So if I see one, I'll know I've gone crazy, like that kind of thing. Like
oh, interesting.
Mhm.
I believe I
Like a
absolutely,
backwards proof.
huh?
Like kind of like a backwards proof, almost like.
Yeah,
you
like
you tell yourself that something doesn't exist until you see it, and then you're like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, I'm tripping."
yeah, like I believe that there's no way that ghosts exist. So I would be freaked out as heck if I saw like some person.
It's like your spinner from Inception.
Yeah.
Tell whether or not you're crazy or
You're
you're in
totally-
reality.
You don't believe in ghosts, David?
Nah.
Dog.
We can talk about that.
That's actually part of my agnosticism. I was talking about to Alex a little bit about religion pre-pod, but that's part of my agnosticism is I'm like, I don't believe we're intelligent enough to have any real concept of the universe and its many mysteries, including like how it even fucking exists. So
And it's many, man.
yeah, so ghosts could be real, they could not be. A interesting take that I've only seen recently is that ghosts could be not the undead, but rather like interdimensional beings, like people crossing over from another dimension. They exist in like a different state of matter that we didn't even know existed until now, like all this stuff. So it's there are so many possibilities that I like very much refrain to settle on one. I feel like it's just not my place.
I'm very much with you on the hardcore agnostic. Like I really believe that I don't know anything, but I just feel like, I mean, the standard, I mean, it for ghosts, like what we're talking about of ghosts, of like people coming back, or even just these figures, like they were like, I feel like you can disprove certain things unequivocally, even with limited knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ghosts are very interesting to me if they exist as we, quote unquote, like understand them. So because to have a ghost, you then confirm the existence of what we would call a soul. Like there is some extracorporeal energy or entity or something tangible but maybe not tangible that is inside your being, and when you die, it leaves you or it dies with you. And so for there to be ghosts, there's then like definitely this extra layer of like
afterlife
humanity. Yeah. There's some there is that opens up like a whole world of possibilities of if a ghost could somehow be confirmed as
a deceased
as
person.
as a deceased person. Yeah.
It'd be super dope. I wish they were real. Yeah.
Be interesting.
I don't pretend to say they're definitely not or definitely are, but I don't know. I don't doubt it in the realm of possibility at all.
Yeah, I'm superstitious and like
I'm still afraid of the dark, so
Word.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like I cannot pee with the curtain next to me in the bathroom.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't everything.
Yeah. I feel you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many times where I go to my guest bedroom because I don't sleep in my room. I sleep in the other front room in our house, and there's no like working light switch, so I have to go in the middle of the room and pull on the big cord that comes from the fan. And every time I go in there, I always have my phone light on, and I'm just like fumbling. Sometimes like I won't be able to put my phone light on. So I'm just like fumbling for the cord, and I'm just like,
Where
dude,
is
if
it?
I don't get this in like the next 3 seconds, I'm gonna fucking die.
I'm
Like,
gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
No, I feel
hate
that. It was
I wish
crazy.
I would.
Another thing like that was crazy to me, which is like growing up with the internet for our generation is insane because we get to now realize that we all had these same shared experiences that no one ever talked about until some random dude on the internet made a video about it. And then everyone upvotes it or likes it or whatever, or shares it. And then we were like, wow, like everyone else also felt this way, which is the specific what I'm talking about is like you shut off the light to the basement stairs or whatever, to your first floor stairs before you go upstairs. And then you're running from the demon that doesn't exist behind you. And then like as soon as you make it to the top of the stairs, you're safe. And somehow we all had that same scenario play out in our heads like equally. Was that like when you get up the stairs, you're good. But like until then, you're in the danger zone.
It's a part of the human experience for sure.
Yeah.
Making it believe we don't exist. Like we're like that's like the saying of like our entire lives is that we're afraid of the unknown. Like
Yep.
This is how
That reminds me reminds me of my cousin's house. Shout out to my cousin.
Oh, Brian.
When he lived in New York before he lived in Jersey, his house, he had like this basement, and the basement steps always creaked. And so I remember just a little kid, like the basement was dope because like they had like everything in there, like video games and TV, but it was like it had like the fading lights, the dimmer or whatever. I remember the light switch to turn off the lights and on the lights was down, like actually in the basement. So like whenever I was like leaving the basement, I'd have to turn off the light before I get to the stairs. And I just remember like, I hit the light and just I'm running.
You're all fours sprinting up the stairs. You're like, I don't want to fucking die. I am out of here. Peace. Yeah, dude.
And then,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
The stairs are booming. Everybody knows I'm coming up the stairs. And then
It reminds me of like the fucking
Yeah.
Conjuring when they go down in that basement and
Yeah.
shit pops up and stuff. Even with the It movie, the not newly released, the one in 2017.
Mhm.
There's a part where they go down into the house and
Yeah.
in the basement, and he's like, there's like standing water in it, and
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know if he's eating someone or if he's like just chilling in there, but he does that really weird like movement that he goes through the water and he like
Yeah.
comes up to you
Yeah.
in the stairs. It was disgusting. It was
It's
absolutely disgusting.
It's so freaky because he moves in such an unfamiliar
Oh.
way, and he
Yeah.
looks so. And
Disgusting.
It's very Stephen King, yeah.
yeah, that's something I'm afraid of too. Is like water, like deep water, definitely freaks me out. And I think
For
it's
sure.
like there's a certain phobia for like fear of the depths. I forget what it's called, but yeah, like just you're like you're you're swimming in the ocean, and it's hey bro, there's a giant squid under me. All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
I mean,
like
there could be in furry and in fury.
It's very rational though.
Yeah, that
It's
would
not abnormal.
that would fuck me up swimming in like lakes and stuff. I'm like, there could be like a fucking litany of stuff below me, and I just have no idea because I can't fucking see, and it's very scary, and I want to be back on the boat, please. It's like,
yeah,
and
for sure.
that same thing, another weird shared experience that I thought I was the only one who ever figured it, is I think a very specific group of kids got scarred by Jaws in the exact same way, where I was like, I had a fear of there being a shark in the deep end of the pool.
Oh yeah,
I never got that.
And I've
I
seen
know what you mean.
I've seen
I know.
memes and stuff that have like hundreds of thousands of likes, so I know I'm not completely insane.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll
So,
tell
yeah,
you
it
what,
was
like
it was something that weirded me out forever, and then I see a meme about it, and I'm like, wow, I'm
Yeah.
not the only one.
well, that's type of stuff is rational, especially here in Florida. Like you won't catch me in any body of water whatsoever because of these freaking gators. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
just
yeah, for sure.
I was
randomly
gonna say,
swimming. I was on a kayak is the closest I'll ever get. I was on a kayak one time with my
That's
friend,
pushing
and we were
it.
going down. It is pushing it. We were
you
going
got
down to
no-
St. John's.
Yeah,
There's this
you're
big
literally just
alligator
standing on
just
water.
chilling on like the grass, just chilling. And I'm like, that's a diesel alligator. I said, let's take a picture. So I'm like this next to the
Did
alligator.
you just call
pointing
it diesel?
to it. Diesel, bro?
I don't know where that came from.
Diesel
That's funny.
alligator. He was
That's funny.
a big boy.
I thought I
And
was
I'm
the
just
only-
like,
I thought I was the
Nah.
one that knew what that meant.
nah,
funny.
bro. I'm pointing to the alligator in the picture. My friend takes the picture. As soon as he snaps the photo, you just hear
Nope.
the
nope.
alligator jumped into the water, bro. And I turned around and it's like I'll just see waves, and I'm like, let's paddle, bro,
Yeah,
paddle.
man. When
'Cause this thing is coming on.
God,
Like-
dang.
alligators are basically living dinosaurs. Like when they evolve, they've been that way for hundreds of millions of years. They're not
crazy.
hundreds of millions, but millions and millions of years. And so like that's a perfect killing machine. That is something that is
Absolutely.
basically perfect at being alive.
Especially
You
when
do
I'm
not
in
want to
its
fuck
territory.
with them in their territory, in their environment. Like the water is where they are, and it's like holy fucking shit.
Same with
Yeah.
sharks.
So yeah, same thing with sharks. Yeah, great whites, like lots of sharks have been like at that tier of evolution for millions of years. So it's like I don't want to fuck with you. I am a human. I belong walking on land. Like this is
I
my shit.
respect
This
the
is your
wildlife.
shit. I don't want to be. I'm coming in your home just to visit. Don't fuck me up.
They are called apex predators for a
for
reason.
a fucking reason. They're the top of the food chain for a reason because they've been
The
perfect
lesson.
at it for millions of years. Yeah, it's
The lesson is to respect wildlife.
yes.
With that being said, what is the most dangerous animal you guys think you could beat up or like win in a fight?
Oh, interesting.
What? I don't even want to have that conversation because I don't want to feel. I don't want to get ripped apart at all.
Nah.
I'm not fighting no animal.
Maybe the common farm chicken. I think I could beat. Anything beyond that is like a question mark. No, I'm kidding.
I could
but
punch
there
one.
there are a lot of fucking animals that would fuck you up without you knowing. I mean, we talk
Right.
about in anthropology. One of the branches of anthropology is primatology, right? And so we talk about chimpanzees a lot, and they got this furry exterior, but they live mostly in the trees. So they spend all day carrying around their own body weight, basically. So chimpanzees are just naturally fucking shredded. Like they are insanely fucking strong. Like they'll lift like two people with one hand. So like when people keep them as pets and they end up going crazy because they're not fucking pets and they like rip their face off, that's like light work for them. Like chimpanzees will fuck your shit up. They're insane.
Rocio
They got
told me a
super big,
story about
sharp
that.
teeth too.
Yeah.
They'll just rip your fucking face off like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can mess
I
with
think it's
them.
hard to say what animal you could take
I could definitely
because
take
like
a
you would never know.
You said
Nah.
a cheetah?
I
What?
could take a cheetah for sure. Yeah.
With
You said
your
a
bare
che-
hands?
A
A
cheetah.
cheetah. Have you guys seen cheetahs? Yeah, they're not that big.
What are you talking about?
They got
They're
they
just
got the
fast.
knives though.
They are very long and
got
they
the
have the
knives.
strongest legs in all of humanity. Like
They got claws, my guy. They got claws.
I
Dude.
think if you literally tied down a cheetah so that it couldn't move a muscle, you could maybe knock it out. But like other
you
than
would
that,
you would be dead in a heartbeat.
oh man, a cheetah
would
would
be
fuck you up
shredded.
so fast. Are you kidding me?
Hard
A
to
Nah.
say.
cheetah.
I wouldn't be shredded, dog. I am
Bro, you're
shredded.
just gonna
I work
you're
out.
just
okay?
gonna keep your fists up and have nice
Oh,
boxing
dude.
form as it like at the speed of light just swats you in the fucking mouth and now you're fucking screaming bloody all over the place and now it's eating your neck. You're gonna tell me you're gonna win that fight?
Yeah.
Do you
I am.
understand how fast they can go?
I don't know, bro.
Like
70 miles an
they,
hour.
they can quite literally bend themselves to get further to
Yeah.
get to you. You are not reacting fast enough to even pull a punch.
No,
on
not
a
even
cheetah.
close.
I'm gonna bend them into some shapes for sure now.
Okay,
I'll say
okay.
this.
Holy
I'll say
fucking
this.
shit.
It'd be
This
hard
man
to
said he could
practically
beat up a
determine
cheetah.
because the fight or flight response that we have is like you can't know what would happen in that situation until you're like there.
No,
Like
we definitely can.
you could definitely pop off. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm saying there's a good chance.
Depends-
Like,
It
Human,
entirely
a human. I
depends.
don't even know why we're having this conversation. A human cannot beat up any jungle cat like
We're not
in
talking
adult
about
form at
their-
all.
Put it more practically, like you could be walking to your car at like night or something, and then you walk up on a bear, and it's like, well, what do you do? Now you're about to fight a bear, and it's like, do
You die. That's what happens. You
I don't
fucking die.
I couldn't fight a bear for sure.
You die.
Like, I don't know.
I feel like
Or
a cheetah.
coyote.
Are y'all insane?
I feel like I
That's
could punch
insane.
a coyote.
You could take a coyote for sure. Any of us could.
Most, but the trouble
Yeah,
is,
but I
most
mean,
of the time,
those are
coyotes
pack
won't
animals.
move.
though.
Yeah, so like
They
a
rotate,
coyote
yeah.
is where I would put myself maybe.
You could, because it's a pack animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pussy. It only attacks
I
when
don't
they're
know, but
cruising.
what happens when you got 10 of them?
No, I mean
Yeah,
if
you're
if we're
fucked.
talking about
You're
1v1.
dinner. You are
Just one.
dinner.
I think with a long enough stick I could beat up a pack of coyotes. Not
Y'all
like
are
10 of
crazy.
them. Not like 10 of them, like 4 or 5 of them. Not with my bare
Did
hands.
we just say respect wildlife and now we're like, hey yo, I
This is
want a
this
coyote.
this is
They had
the other
to,
side of
bro.
that
They had
coin.
to.
No, I mean
The
if
other side of
they're
the coin,
attacking
no.
me, I'm not gonna go out and find a bunch of coyotes and beat them up. But like
No.
if I have to fight for my life, like I think I could take like 5 coyotes. Or
You
maybe
are
4.
insane.
Coyotes are smaller than you think. Well, at least in the Northeast, coyotes are like decently small. Like a desert
Then-
coyote would fuck me up probably, but like a
The numbers
Northeast
freak me
like
out.
woodland coyote, those are like pretty small. They're like
You-
smaller than a medium sized dog. So you could
Yeah.
get some good solid kicks in, some stuff like
Do
that.
you think you
The-
could
the
take
thing
like
that fuck-
one wolf then? You said
No,
pack
wolves
animal.
are fucking
like,
insanely
Wolves are
massive.
wolves are
Wolves
huge.
are,
though.
I mean,
they're
there's-
unique.
There's different
Yeah.
kinds of wolves. If you're talking about like one you find in Siberia, that thing I just lay down my life. I'm just like, all right, make it quick, please. Like I'm
Yeah.
not like I give up instantly because like have you seen the size like of an actual wolf? They're like double the size of people.
That's not accurate, but
Yeah, I
I get
wouldn't say
the
that.
make
They're-
If
huge.
you
They're
put it,
huge.
if
They're
you put
huge.
it, if
I
you
definitely
put
would say they're
if
huge.
you put
but
a wolf on its hind legs, it's probably like 9 feet tall.
You're thinking of dire wolves from Game of Thrones, my guy. Regular wolves are like big dogs.
yeah, they're like
There's
that's what I
different.
would-
There's lots of different breeds of wolves. The like biggest wolf who is like, I mean, yeah, not that big, not dire wolf big, not like ghost big, which I would love to own. Ghost would be like my ideal
Yeah.
pet, but
For sure.
I mean, you can never really own Ghost. He belongs to the free lands of the north. Anyway, big
But
sigh.
Well, I think you
Listen.
could.
Coyote is
There's
probably where I
stories.
put myself in 1v1ing a wild
I mean, you hear
animal.
stories of people getting attacked all the time. Like
Mhm.
there was like a little girl a couple years ago who got like chomped by an alligator, and she remembered like learning that if you stick your finger in the alligator's like nostril, it's like inherently has a mechanism that opens up its jaw. So like that's how she survived. She like it bit
Man.
her on her arm, and she
Interesting.
stuck her finger up its nose, and it like let her go.
Yeah, that's
She ended up with like fractured arm, but she made it, and
it's like sharks. You're supposed to punch them in the gills or the eyes or whatever. That's like
The eyes,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
And their nose as well.
I think their nose is tough enough. I think
If
I
you
don't
can
think do
even
anything.
do that.
Their eyes.
Yeah.
If you got attacked,
Exactly,
you'd be
they're very
destroyed so much.
Why sharks' eyes are black when they attack is because they actually like roll their eyes back into their skull. They're not actually even looking. So that's their soft point is their eyes.
All
If
right.
you, that's
All right.
what you're supposed to fuck up. If you ever get if you ever have maybe a fraction of a chance to react and punch a great white shark in the eye while you're between its jaws, that'll help you out. I'm sure you won't bleed out by the time you reach land.
Yeah, I put myself.
Let me throw
Like when Bruce went after Dory.
Yeah, I would. I still rank myself at cheetah though.
You are fucking absolutely. I'm not even entertaining
you realize like a vet hasn't declawed this jungle cat, right? Like
David
it's
will
just gonna
manhandle
rip
that
your
cheetah.
arm off with one swipe. You realize this?
You will die. Like you will die.
You guys are thinking of a tiger, which is like 600.
No, we're not thinking of a tiger. I've
cheetah?
seen cheetahs in real life.
Cheetahs do have the weakest bite in
Cheetahs?
the animal kingdom.
I've seen videos of cheetahs
Cheetah's
cuddling
bite is not as
with
strong as
golden
a tiger
retrievers.
or a lion.
Mhm.
I've seen videos of cheetahs cuddling with golden retrievers. They're like extremely anxious animals, so they get them like in zoos. They get them fucking like dog therapy. A cheetah would still fuck your shit up.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man.
anxiety.
David,
Please,
you are fucking insane.
please don't prove me wrong.
Hey,
But like,
hey,
a
I
cheetah
got
would fuck
anxiety
your shit
too,
up.
bro. I can fight. if that's a qualifier, that's good.
That's not okay. I'm saying
I
I
don't think that's
know
what he was
exactly what a cheetah is. I know every metric that I need to know of to decide whether or not I have any business fighting a fucking cheetah. And I can tell you that I have no fucking business, and neither do you. I think maybe The Rock could fight a cheetah, but that's about it.
46
Yeah,
to 160 pounds. That's still lighter than me at the highest
It's
average.
not about lightness. It's about the fact that it has teeth and claws that will absolutely shred your flesh in a lightning fucking
In a
flash second.
No, that shit that you're doing this right now, it's gone, big boy. It's
Yeah.
fucking over.
Your
I
bicep
got
is in its stomach a second into the fight. So
You're even pushing it with the Rock. But
If you-
I'll give you the Rock.
Now the
I'm
rock
not on
is
the
that's
same
why I
page as
said. That's why I
David
think. I
with the whole
saying,
cheetah thing. But I think I'd rather go against a cheetah than a tiger or a lion
No shit.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
No
than
shit.
any other cat. Like
Like
You can't-
tigers
I
are
can-
the
I-
tigers are the baseline
Like,
for
like for free.
apex jungle
I
cat.
think the only way I kill a tiger or a lion with my bare hands is if
It's
I
with a
like
fucking
is if I
M16.
like is with an M16. With my bare hands is like you like have to like gouge out its eyes, go for the soft spots, and like maybe fucking give it brain damage or something. But like if you put a chokehold around a lion or a cheetah. A lion or like you could maybe get a chokehold on a cheetah if you can get it to sit still, which you fucking won't. So
You
don't
will
try.
not.
But even if a lion or a tiger like let me put it in a chokehold and I put as much pressure into that chokehold right in the perfect spot as I could, their necks are so fucking muscular you would not stand a chance. You would not even like graze their esophagus. So yeah.
right before you get their paws all over you, scratch.
Yeah,
like,
when
your
they
neck.
pounce on you
Yeah.
and just completely maul you.
And they weigh 600 fucking pounds, so like as if you're getting a chokehold on them. So
Their hand is like the size of your head.
Yeah, I never want to mess with a lion or tiger for sure, or like a bear.
yes,
But you know,
we are beings who have evolved to live inside in groups, being smart about picking our battles, like
using tools. Yeah.
using
tools, yes.
Like our entire thing is like using tools. So barehanded, we don't stand a chance against fucking most animals that spend most predators that spend their entire lives in the fucking wild, hunting for their food every single day.
Every single hour, like they're looking for food.
Its life literally depends on its ability to kill you, and it's going to.
Well, have you guys seen the video
Sorry,
with the dude in like the snake pit where like all these cobras and he just walks in and like all these cobras square up with him and they're hissing at him and he's just like whatever cobra hits at him he just goes bop and it's
He
like
slaps him. Yeah.
backhands the cheetah
I've seen
or
that.
not the cheetah, the cobra, and it's just like okay.
Jeez. Yeah, people
Yeah.
people adapt to stuff like this too, though. It's crazy to see like some of the extremes that people just handle super deadly snakes or whatever. Like,
So this is what has David thinking that he can take a cheetah. Is that he sees people that have adapted to try and kill these things.
To backhand the cobra.
adapt.
The only
I
thing,
would love to see that shit, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
The only thing any of us are good for in a cheetah fight is hopefully being enough food that the rest of us get away.
Nah,
Yeah, exactly.
just leave it to me. You guys run. I'll turn around and go.
Yeah, we will see you later.
If-
I'm
Yes,
out.
David,
If
I
the
will-
four
out
of us
5,000.
encounter a cheetah, I wish you the best of luck. If you're gonna lay
will
down
do
your
you-
life for ours, I appreciate that. If you come
I will
back
do the
battle
service of
scarred,
scheduling your funeral.
yeah. If you come back battle scarred, I will hail you as a god for the rest of your entire fucking life. I will start the Church of David if you 1v1 a cheetah and save my life.
No.
What's gonna happen is that they know that we're running, so they're gonna fucking completely maul his neck, just take out his jugular. They're gonna leave him for dead, come back
So
for him,
fast,
and then they're
dude.
gonna fucking sprint up to us, who are running at 8 miles an hour.
They
Bam.
catch up to us
God
Yeah.
damn, man. Holy fucking
Hmm.
shit.
against
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
60. Yeah,
You can't outrun one, but
And you cannot fight one, so.
I would.
But I would love to see
I
it.
would stay maybe at a kangaroo. I'll stay at a kangaroo.
Dude, a kangaroo would complete. All right, y'all are fucking insane.
You're
I'll box a
confusing
kangaroo.
you're confusing kangaroos and wallabies. Wallabies are the small ones. Kangaroos are fucking jacked. They will
Kangaroos-
cave your
dude,
skull
they
in with
will-
one kick.
yeah.
Your chest will explode.
Yeah.
I don't think I could take a kangaroo,
No,
honestly.
kangaroos are fucking absurdly strong. They jump around all day. They weigh like 200 pounds and they jump around all day. They're always
They
getting a
carry
leg
their
workout.
young
Right, I'll box
everywhere.
the wallaby.
They're
I'll box
always
the
getting a
wallaby.
fucking workout. They will just cave your fucking skull in instantly.
Dang.
Don't-
Picture a horse kicking you, like
Yeah.
when John Wick 3, when he's fucking patting their ass and just completely killing those
Oh,
people with that. That's how it would feel. Your insides would shatter.
Jeez.
The kangaroo's
stick
legs
with
are
the
probably even
wallaby,
stronger than a horse's even. So yeah, man, fuck.
I would love to hang out with gorillas though, because like they're so
You're
strong.
right.
Gorillas,
No,
do
you're
hang out,
right.
actually.
Gorillas are so chill.
Gorillas
Yeah.
are super chill. Actually, they get a bad
No,
rap.
but
People
David's
call
just
them-
like, hey, yo, I wanna chill with them because they're so chill, you know? Like I just wanna hang
And they're
out
so
with them.
and they're
Yeah.
strong. Like
I would much
it would
rather.
be like the body improvement club. Yeah.
The Body Improvement Club. Yeah, no, I'd much rather hang out with
Their
chimps.
plant-based diet, bro. Yeah, why not?
I'd much
That's funny, dude.
I'd much rather hang out with chimps than gorillas. Because
Yeah.
chimps are homies and they vibe harder. Gorillas can be assholes sometimes, but I mean,
Ah,
not, to say,
sure.
not to say chimps can't be assholes, obviously, but
Yeah.
no, I'd
I'll
love to
stick
be
with
I'd love to
that.
be a bro with a silverback gorilla. That'd be hype.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dope. God dang. Like, I just wonder how much they can lift. Like, because they say they can like take your head off with a punch and stuff like that. Like they're just
Yeah,
jacked as frick. So,
Probably. I mean, they
Yeah,
they
they're-
walk around like
I
kneeling.
mean, they walk
Yeah.
on their hands.
yeah. Gorillas
right.
gorillas don't climb as much, so they do. They're quadrupeds, so they walk on their hands, so they're holding up their weight like a fourth with each of their arms, right? So
yeah.
they're still, yeah. I mean, they're just massive. They're naturally fucking massive. I mean, it's like how some people like look hacked, but they don't even go to the gym. They just do some cardio. It's like because they're genetically more muscular. That's what happens with every gorilla. Is every gorilla is genetically insanely muscular. Someone
Man.
tweeted that too. That was like, technically we haven't seen a gorilla that has the best diet plan and workout program. So we actually haven't seen as strong as a gorilla can be.
Oh, no,
True.
they're on a plant-based diet,
Fully
Yeah,
Yeah,
plant-based,
how much
yeah.
better than that?
and they still are
Yeah.
beefy boys.
I haven't seen the beefiest gorilla ever. You gotta
Yeah.
get
Big
to that
beefy
point.
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. A bodybuilder gorilla.
Oh my god. Could
The,
you
the
imagine?
Arnold Schwarzenegger of gorillas. Be absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
what are y'all pet peeves, bitch?
Well, yeah, I was gonna. We were gonna talk about pet peeves some, and the gorilla one made me think of stuff people be doing at the gym that is just killing me, and it feels kind of distant now. I'll try to remember. It was 7 months since I worked out, but
And you're
freaking
sitting here talking about how you could take a cheetah.
okay.
And
When
you
I'm,
haven't even
work,
hit the
I
gym,
mean-
you fucking
when I'm
asshole.
working out,
got that
peak
muscle memory.
David could take
Muscle memory is
that muscle
Pavlovian.
memory. Pavlovian. Let's
Just get back
go.
right into it.
Jesus Christ.
When I'm fully working out in my best shape, I definitely could, but that's besides the point.
All right. So we've been the Unboxing Life podcast. We'll see you next week.
No, we're not
David's
doing
in giga denial.
that.
So
No.
David
Nah,
could
it
take a
isn't.
cheetah.
Talk about
Alright.
some new things.
one of Trevor's pet peeves is when I fake end the podcast.
I'm trying to think of like the worst thing at the gym. Like, there's a lot of annoying. I guess like like hanging out with your phone on the bench or something big that everyone is trying to use, and you're just talking like there's
I
like
think,
four.
I think my biggest pet peeve, like we've experienced this, Alex and I.
Well,
We'll be at like the inverted chest press, and not the inverted, what is it? Incline
Incline.
chest press, and homie was going from that, which is in one
that was what I was
distinct
about to say.
section. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So,
in one
like-
distinct section, and then he goes to the other side of the main hall, and there's a corner where there's a leg press, and it's like the only legitimate leg press there. Like the other ones are machines. So
Yeah.
this motherfucker was going from the leg press, which takes 30 seconds to walk to, and then coming back after his set to do the fucking incline.
Yeah. That's what I
And
was about to say. So when we started working out, we were like, all the incline benches were taken, but we seen one, and somebody had like their water bottle set down, and we're asking the homies around.
We asked people around, like, hey, yo,
do you
are
know
you
whose
taking this?
water bottle is this? And they're like, nah, we don't know. So we're like, all right, nobody's here. Screw them. They left their water bottle. We're gonna just take it. So we take it, and then homie comes like walking up to us like a minute later, and he's just like staring at us, and we're like, bruh, what's good with you? And he's just like, oh, I'm walking from this one to that one.
No.
Yeah, like, bruh. So we had to like, it was really weird because he had to like, he came back and like expected to like start using it, so we like let him use it, but we're just like, homie did take a
You
freaking
cannot do that.
took a mile walking in between both machines that are both entirely too limited.
I mean,
That's the most entitled shit ever.
He's just big braining you guys. He's just getting his cardio in mid workout by walking all the way across the gym and expecting to reserve both machines at the same time. Or both,
he's being a head ass.
Not machine, but whatever you call it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst example of supersetting I've heard. That's what that's called. And to Planet Fitness's credit, they have some weird policies, but they do say no supersetting, so that is nice. People still do it there, but that's nice.
I mean, if there's no one there, sure.
Yeah.
Like if it's really slow, then go ahead, go for
But
it.
it's packed all day.
It's always
It's like-
packed at UCF. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Everything's
filled to
limited.
the brim all the time.
I mean, how are you
Yeah.
gonna have one
the
leg
same-
press and they have how many kids walking in the
It's
gym?
the same way at
come on,
Miami.
man.
And Miami has what, like a sixth of the student population that UCF does. So
Dang.
Everything
Yeah.
is limited. Even the bench presses. There's like 4. Like,
Yeah, there's 4 bench presses. It's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I know.
To
I
their
hate
credit, they have like 7 squat racks, but still, it's ridiculous.
yeah, I think we're getting
Huh?
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, like you literally, we had
Oh,
to
yeah,
switch
but-
our days that we went to get the bench press, just because there's so many people on the days that we were going.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
rough.
another pet peeve I think for the gym is when people just don't wipe the machine down.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Yeah.
obvious one.
It's
That, you
disgusting,
can't, I would
like-
hesitate to even call that a pet peeve because that's just like a violation of
yikes.
etiquette.
And that was before everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just like disrespectful to the other people in the gym. Is like not wiping your nasty ass sweat off the thing before other people use it. It's like, yeah, I would definitely hesitate to call that a pet peeve because I would say like, you know, a pet peeve is something like little that bothers like specifically you or like not everyone, but like that's just fucking gross and like disrespectful. So yeah.
It's worse.
Well, here's
I'd
the
argue
thing.
that,
If you're okay, this is the way I see it. If you're sweating a lot profusely and it's like you see it on the machine, yeah, wipe it. But I would always prefer, not that I wouldn't wipe it after. I mean, you do that too, but you can't. People just assume that whoever was on it wiped it down already, so they'll just start using it. And it's like, you can't assume that everybody who used it wiped it down after it. But if everybody wiped it down before they used it, you'd be great, like in
That's
good
what
shape.
I
So,
was
like people just like sit down on it. And it's like you'd have no idea if someone wiped it or not. You're leaving that entirely up to chance. Like,
Yep.
but if you wipe it down beforehand, you'll always know that it's clean. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good practice. Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know.
I have one that always drove me insane throughout my entire life, and it like really has no reasoning. Is like the door being closed when you're, you know, in your room or like in your space or whatever. Where like even if you know if you shut a door like with the perfect amount of force that it'll like mostly close but not fully latch, even that would drive me fucking nuts. Like that wasn't good enough for me. Yeah, that wasn't good enough for me. Like I wanted the door like fully latched and shut. I don't know if it had. I don't know what it had to do with. There's probably some deep-seated psychological reasoning that you could only pull out of me with hypnosis. But,
Hypnosis.
it would drive me fucking nuts when my brother and my mom would leave like the basement door open or like not close it all the way or whatever.
For sure.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Like when you and Sydney came over, when y'all came up for the game, it pissed me off so much because we keep our bathrooms door closed and like the guest bedroom, and y'all would like leave it open. Like every time you use the bathroom, you would just leave it open, dude. Even the guest bedroom, because that like the cats like to go in there, so we keep it shut.
You should have told me. I would have done that. I just didn't realize.
I think I did. That was why it was kind of upsetting me.
I was just inting. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done
a lot. Everyone does it. Everyone that comes over does it.
I've done dumber things.
Close the fucking door.
I can definitely see myself doing that as well.
In our defense, if you're like at somebody's house and there's like a lot of people and you go to the bathroom and the door is closed, it's like, is somebody in there?
Just knock.
You assume
Have you
someone's
learned how to knock, right?
No,
I mean, open, then you're like, freedom.
Yeah, I understand that take, and it's your preference, but that's usually the way it goes. Is when you have a gathering of people or something like that. Like you leave the bathroom door open or like cracked unless there's someone in there, and that's the implication is that like there's someone in there, and so then you knock to make sure. But
I'll always follow house rules, but leaving it closed, like knocking on the bathroom door. So like that's the last door I want to knock on. Like if someone's in there, like, can I use it, please? Can I go pee pee poo poo?
Anxiety has entered the chat.
I need to go now. Yeah.
Can I go pee pee poo poo?
And when nobody's there, you just like knock to yourself. Like,
Yeah. I feel like a little kid.
You're the only one that's gonna get embarrassed by that, though. No one's gonna know.
I feel like a kid, dude.
I
I
feel
feel
What are you
embarrassed. It's just
talking
like-
about?
What, knocking on the door?
I feel
I
like a
don't
kid with manners.
I don't start getting embarrassed. I just feel like I don't know.
I was saying what Alex was saying. Like you're knocking to no one. Like literally no one's gonna know. Like it's just you.
Well, unless someone's in there though, then I'm like.
But he said if no one's in there and you're knocking, you knock to yourself. And I said
That's
no
fine.
one will know because no one's in there.
Yeah, unless
But I'll
someone.
know.
Yeah, and you'll know. Yeah.
Unless you're just like in Trevor's Trevor, correct me if I'm wrong, but the bathroom you're talking about is like visible from like the door is visible from like the kitchen and like the dining area and stuff basically. So like if you're like one of 3 people in the house and the 2 people are in the kitchen or whatever and you like knock on the door and you're like, is anyone in here? Everyone else just like looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's when you gotta give the classic. You gotta go. You get a classic chuckle, like you look around, like, oh, that's funny, and then you go in a classic chuckle.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, bro.
Hey, that's funny. I can laugh at myself.
Yeah.
I'm not witnessing my own failure before my eyes and feeling lesser for it.
You're taking it in stride.
Yeah.
One last one that comes to mind like immediately that I could say is like I hate it when there's dishes in the sink that have water in them.
Facts. No,
if there's dishes in the sink, I can deal with it because I can move them because we have like this Brita pitcher that we fill up that you have to like sit down into the sink to fill up because it's the height of the sink, the height of the pitcher, whatever. And so like if there's dishes in the sink, I can easily just pick them up and move them. But if there's dishes in the sink that have like food all over them and they're filled with water and like it's all this stuff, I'm like now like handling all this stuff I don't want to be handling, and I just like it like bothers the hell out of me. So yeah.
It bothers the fucking shit out of me when there's dishes in the sink, period. Like, like just take the fucking care of them. I hate a filled sink. It's disgusting. It's the most disgusting shit ever because the fucking food just sits there and just grows mold on it and like just fucking put it away. It stinks.
I mean, it's like the worst possible scenario where you've left food and it's been like weeks. And
Dude.
It'll be bad.
Nah, but like to speak on Cameron's thing, it's weird because like,
oh my god, you just
like
gagged.
my family doesn't.
Yuck, brother.
It doesn't
Holy
leave.
shit.
We don't leave. We don't like leave the dishes like for days on end. Like I'll wash it like later on in the day, you know.
Mhm.
But when I be washing dishes sometimes, and I would actually prefer it if somebody like filled up the bowl with water, depending on what they eating. Because like if they have like cereal and then they just put the bowl in the sink with no water, when I go to wash it, that cereal is stuck to the bowl, and
So
it's
does
like
milk.
and it's like I'd rather you have water sitting in it so that it's easier to it's not on there.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely
just
a
me,
whole
though.
different thing. That's like that's like making sure that doesn't happen when you like rinse it out. But I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, we're talking about sort of like several sides of the same die or whatever. Not two sides of the same coin, but different sides of the same die.
Of a die.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if anyone else has anything. My pet peeve is when people think that they could fight animals that they have absolutely no business talking like they could fight. It is. That's actually the wildest thing.
Respect. You got to put some goddamn respect on some cheetahs, bro.
Oh, I would respect. It would be a hard fight. I would respect it as my enemy, and like I wouldn't want to kill a cheetah, but
you would.
I could.
Even if you wanted to, you couldn't.
So. My main pet
don't
peeve.
Believe in you at all, unfortunately.
I think if you trained for your entire life with your sole purpose being killing a cheetah, if I put you in the fucking savannah and just like there's a cheetah within a mile of you and its mission is to kill you, it's like somehow it knows that cheetah's fucking you up.
Facts.
Well, picture this. My biggest pet peeve that I deal with more than anything probably. I'm chilling in my car. I'm heading to the grocery store. I got some things to pick up. I'm driving up the lanes. I see a beautiful parking spot open. I'm pulling up and boom, there's a shopping cart.
Oh, now we're back to shopping cart theory. Yeah.
We said this before when you went off to go pee pee poo poo.
But
that's
I'm saying it now. That I hate that stuff so much. Or even when I watch somebody, like sometimes I'll catch people as they just like leave the shopping cart there, and it's like, wow, thank you.
Yeah, I believe
great.
I believe the collective take of the Unboxing Life podcast that people who don't put their shopping cart back when they have time, like
they're evil.
Like if you don't put it back because you have like really fucking somewhere to be, like your grandmother is dying and you have to go say goodbye to her one last time, like then you can leave your shopping cart. But if you do it when you have time to put it back, you are a shit stain on the underwear of humanity.
Still, even wouldn't. If that was the case, I would just
I wouldn't either.
Put it back.
I'm not even lying. Like,
damn.
There's no scenario where you shaving off 8 seconds of that time is gonna save you from that. Like,
that's
unless
true.
You're having a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
Could be.
Goddamn. Holy shit.
Yeah, that is our stance. Yeah.
And even then, I might be like clutching my chest, like, "Yo, I'm gonna put this shit away. Like, the last thing I do, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna put this shit in there."
Yeah, that is the truest goal.
Do you guys ever see the Publix employees when they're putting like the electric shopping carts for people sitting down, and they're like they have to like bring it back to wherever, and they're just awkwardly just like slowly riding.
No, I haven't. That's fucking funny though.
Yeah,
you paint a good picture there.
But Alex, they get paid for it.
That's gonna be the best part of the job, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of true. Like, you just ride it.
Yeah, but like whenever I see them, they're just all just kind of like looking around, and everybody's just kind of like, look at this.
Yo, y'all didn't catch David with the Yo, he's just like,
I'm thinking about it and I hear it now.
Yo, he's just like, yo, when they ride it slow, like he's just the way he said it was so paused.
That's the best That's the best part of the job, baby.
That is the best part of the job.
Yo,
god damn.
I think that's what we should leave the people with.
I think so too.
Riding it. Okay, you can quote me on this. David Williams, 2020. Riding it slow is the best part of the job.
Okay.
That's Trevor's quote of the week. Next week.
Hey man.
Anyway,
I can guarantee you that is the best part.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
Jesus H. All right.
Anyway.
Cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice. Sugar honey iced tea.
That's a dope one for sure.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
What that fucking one scene from Madagascar when homie's running toward him on the beach, and then he thinks that he has like the animal instincts to like kill the zebra, and he just like ends up biting his ass.
Yeah. Is that it? That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah.
All right, David. Why don't you lead us out?
He says something like, "Oh, sugar honey iced tea."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all wild.
Dope. All right, guys. Well,
let's sign off.
I guess I'm leading us out, and thank you so much for listening. Watch Madagascar out in theaters now. And yeah, dude. If you guys are interested in, what's what's going on with hip hop, Black Thought, Benny the Butcher. We recommend it, I guess.
Absolutely. That's a fully hard recommendation.
We should be hitting you pretty soon with the full-on like reviews of Run the Jewels 4 and Demon Slayer. So
hopefully
check
next
for
week.
that.
We'll see how
Hopefully
that
next week.
Definitely
Yeah.
find us on Twitter and Instagram. We're getting more and more active on Instagram, especially with David running those clips up and doing the subtitling and all that good stuff. So we have a very active Instagram now, so find us on there and on Twitter to get the notification for all the new episodes at Unboxing Life Pod.
There you
Yeah.
go. It's dope.
Thanks, guys. All right, well, it's been real. Thanks, everybody.
I love you all.
Adios.
Peace out, baby.